Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for. Okay, hold on. Got it. Thank you, Spirit. Um, where we will be doing your reading for the first half of December. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. As always, I will shuffle live. Let's get into your reading. During meditation, Spirit showed me. Wow. The Spirit showed me a rosebud that was a quarter bloomed. And the energy that I got with that was something that you thought had the potential to bloom completely. It only bloomed to a certain point. It didn't get any further than that. And it feels like as much as you wanted it to bloom further, it wouldn't go. It would not go any further. During the pre-shuffle, oh, we have, okay. Looks like we'll be pulling out more cards. Okay. During the pre-shuffle, the Emperor, King of Cups, Nine of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Moon together with the Strength card in reverse, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Wands all came out. I'm going to tell you what those cards mean as I'm shuffling here. With the Emperor and the King of Cups, along with the Knight of Cups in reverse, those cards all came out together. So what that means to me is the fact that, again, what you thought you were rebuilding, you were growing, you were, or not rebuilding, but building. For some of you, maybe it was a rebuilding, right? Perhaps you were trying to fix a relationship. Maybe you were trying to go back to do something that you were connected to. And when I say relationship, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be a familial relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be something, some sort of connection. And you know, this connection means a lot to you. And you thought that, you were able to maybe fix, rebuild, or just build in general, right? For a lot of you, I feel like this is a past person or somebody that you already had a connection with. So I feel like it's somebody that has been around you for a long time, right? Or that is has been in your past. I don't feel like it's fairly new. For the majority of you, I'd say about 90% of you, that's what I'm getting. Okay. But with the Nine of Cups in conjunction with those cards, it just feels like it was a bust. It's like, no, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. You were expecting more, and it didn't. It kind of it plateaued. Okay, it did not go anywhere else. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment in reverse, that what I was getting here is that, again, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it wasn't blooming, it wasn't growing, it wasn't taking the traction that you were hoping it was going to take. And with Judgment in reverse, I feel like this is something you needed. This situation was something that you needed, because it feels like that it was you karmically closed a chapter in regards to this, with this situation happening. Although deeply upsetting, it still feels like it was something you had to go through. Maybe you had pondered it for a long time, and you needed to go through this to really close out that chapter, right? And then we had the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to go back to like building, rebuilding, um, with that Four of Wands. It just felt like you were trying to rebuild, but it did not. It just didn't work. Whatever that was didn't work. But with the Four of Wands, it feels like you are now rebuilding a new way, a new structure, a new connection, this could be a new connection with yourself, maybe because you finally made peace with that chapter closing. And I feel like that's what this is going to be talking about. I don't know yet. Yes, the cards are out, but I'm not looking at the cards. I'm looking at my notes of all the cards that came out. And with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this all happened for your protection, for your guidance, for your own groundedness, for your own stability. Again, I feel like you needed this to happen for your peace of mind, that you did everything you could in order to rectify this. But the reality is that even though you wanted to put forth the effort, this connection or whomever else is involved didn't want to put as much effort into it as you did. Maybe it just didn't mean as much to them. I don't know. I don't know your situation, so take it how it resonates. Okay. And then with the Moon and the Strength card in reverse, the Moon was upright, the Strength card was in reverse. It feels like whatever this was, it really mattered to you deeply, like deeply in your heart. This really mattered, and it mattered to you to try to fix it. Again, I'm going to go back to that word rectify, like you wanted to rectify whatever this was. And then with the Five of Swords, it just felt like, you had to let whatever that go, or maybe you have to let that go in order for you to move forward for your own betterment, for your own. And it feels like you're separating yourself to for you to have a new peace of mind. Like you've tried it. Okay. I really did try. Now I'm ready to move forward. Okay. And with the Six of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Wands, I feel like this deeply affected you and hurt you emotionally. I'm getting the word emotionally. I feel like this deeply mattered to you, but you having to move forward away from this hurts you and it impacts you deeply. Because it felt like you were really trying to fix something, but in the end, you can't help somebody, or you can't work on something if it isn't a two-way street. If two people don't want to work on something, and this could be a group of people. It doesn't have to be one person. It could just be a group of people. If somebody doesn't want to put forth the effort, you can't make them, right? So that's what it feels like to me. All right, let's get into your cards. We have the Fool in reverse, the Hanging Man, the Five of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Wands in reverse. And of course, the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and Five of Cups. Look at all the fives, 5, 5, 5, and then you also had the Five of Swords. The only one you're missing is Five of Pentacles. But all the fives, this is change. This is change that needed to happen. Oh, look, and we have the Five of Wands again. We have the Five of Cups twice and the Five of Wands twice on the deck. Or on the table. And I feel like this is a change, a new direction, a transformation for you to move forward in because you closed out that chapter, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like you closed out that chapter. Like karmically, I feel like this is actually going to be a good thing, even though it may be hurtful right now. But again, with the Fool here in reverse, it feels like you're upset that, that journey hasn't, that journey didn't take off. Again, it's like you hit a wall. You know, you wanted to start something new or wanted to restart that connection or restart something, but it did not take off. But really, and again, it's like you're at a standstill. You know, you're at a standstill. It feels like, not that they were fighting you every step of the way, but it felt like there was either some sort of hesitation with them. It felt like it, it feels like there is not only conflict within the self, within you in regards to the situation, but I'm also getting that this is the external feeling of the other person, or like the external energy of the other person or other party, or people that are involved or situation. It felt like work is what I'm getting. Like they felt like they didn't want to put as much effort. Like it was just, all right, I'm going to say this, like they were toying with you. Like they were giving you hope, or maybe they didn't mean to give you like a false hope, but maybe you still had that hope. I hope that makes sense, but that's what I'm getting with this Five of Wands, like as an external energy. I'm also getting the sense that they may be feeling bad that they gave you that false sense of hope. You know, some, not all of them. But yeah, let me get a card here, because that's very interesting that I'm getting that with the Five of Wands. You know what? I feel like maybe they also wanted to grow and expand, but at the same time, it feels like no, it's too much work. I don't have time. Or maybe they just didn't have time, you know, to put forth the effort. I want one more card here with this Five of Wands. Yeah, exactly what I said. They didn't want to put forth all the effort. They felt it was more difficult than what it needed to be. In the end, I feel like they did want to try, but they just didn't want. Either they didn't want, or they didn't have the time or energy to put into it like you did at the time. So, excuse me. Pardon me. That's what I'm getting here. And yes, you are feeling sad about this, but the good news is that you attempted, and now it's time to let go of this chapter. It's time to move on onto a whole new chapter, regain your balance. You recognize that, you know, you tried, you know, you put forth the effort. It didn't work out. It's time to move on. Okay. But you did try. You certainly did try. We have the Hanging Man. Again, we have that twice. The Five of Wands, Death, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. And of course, the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Hanging Man in reverse to me is talking more about this kind of sucks. You know, I really do wish that, you know, this person, this situation worked out for me. You know, but now it feels like you have to rebuild in a different path. I feel like I kept saying, I'm saying the word rebuild a lot, and I was saying it here with the, I said it with the pre-shuffle reading, right? But it feels like you don't necessarily want to let go, but you know you have to. So I feel like there's some sort of conflict within about moving forward in regards to this. You want to talk about transformation? Here's the Death card. Again, I'm getting some sort of hesitancy about moving forward, moving away, moving, moving towards something, gaining something new, because I'm getting a lot of questions in your mind. What could I have done? What could I have done differently? What could I still do? I don't feel like there's anything you can do. I feel like that's just the situation, and you're going to have to let it be. And if it's meant to come up again, then it will. But I feel like, again, as I mentioned, I feel like this is a cosmic, or not a cosmic, a karmic closing of this particular chapter, and you're just going to have to make peace with it, is what I'm getting. But I do want a card here for this Death card. This is very interesting. So why the resistance in this change? Oh, did you see that? Hold on. A card flipped. Yeah, you felt bound, or you feel bound. I don't know why I'm saying it in reverse. You feel bound or tied to this person in some way, shape, or form. Like you owed them something, or you owe them something, or whatever. So it could have been somebody who had helped you along the way previously. It could have been a connection that you were with. Again, it could have been familiar. It could be a past relationship. It could be whatever this is, or something that even a career or a business that you were involved in, that you really put time and effort in, but it's not working out. It could be a business partner, whatever this is. It's something that you felt tied to, but I feel like now it's okay to go ahead and detach yourself from the situation, because this chapter is meant to be closed, is what I'm getting here. It's just meant to be closed. All right, what else do we have here for Scorpio? Yeah. Two of Swords was at the bottom of the deck, and I feel like that is incredibly important, specifically here with the Eight of Wands. For some of you, again, I'm getting the word bound, but you have to, because look, I'm seeing that this is bound and this is bound, but here you have to free yourself from it. A lot of you don't know how to move forward or away from whatever this thing that you're tied to, because you don't necessarily want to hurt anybody. I feel like you have this connection, or you feel bound to this person, place, or thing, whatever it is. But the reality is that you do have to cut the cords. This is a karmic closing, and you do have to move forward with a new chapter. Right? It's just time to move forward here with the Chariot, but you have to make peace with it. So move forward at your own pace, in your own time. Cut cords as quickly as you want, as slowly as you want, whatever it takes for you to move away from this situation, to close the chapter, right? Consider it either like slamming the book closed quickly because you're done, or reading through all of the chapters, understanding all of the details, and then finally closing the book and putting it away and go, all right, I've read that book. I'm good now. All right. So however it is you choose to move forward from this situation, do it at your own rate, the way you feel it's appropriate. But it doesn't feel like whatever this is wanting to put forth the effort, or either they don't want to, or they don't have the time to, or their focus is elsewhere, whatever that looks like. It's time to move on. Okay, that's all I'm getting. It's time to move on. All right, my beautiful Scorpios. I mean, it sucks that I'm giving you this sort of message, but sometimes we need to hear these messages. I mean, that's why, you come here, because not everything is wine and roses. This is life, and things don't stop because it's the holiday seasons. It's just what it is. And now may be a really good time to give you food for thought to move forward in whatever this is. All right, my dear ones, I hope this did resonate. I am deeply sorry, and my heart goes out to you and your hurt. If there's anything I can pray for you, feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll be happy to do so. Stay tuned for the second half of the month that will be coming out soon. Click that notification button to let you know when I do upload that. All right, my dear ones, until we meet again, have a great one.